Hey guys, and welcome to the pull list section of this week's Coffee and Hero show. Taking you on a tour around my house at the moment. This is my comic room. Can't show off more of it, that give away the mystery. But you can see some frame bits and pieces here, some of the Three Jokers posters, different things behind me here. Afterlife with Archie, John Romita Jr. signed Nightwing, Happy, Capullo Dark Knight 3, Scott Snyder signed Batman New 52, Year One. Just, yeah, some really cool stuff. As I say, this is where we store all of our comics. It's all nicely organized, mostly. But yeah, just thought I'd do it somewhere different for a change anyway. But just taking you through the titles that are on my pull list this week. This is what's come out for the 21st of July releases. So my pull list to the side here. A little bit of graffiti on this box, so not safe for work type stuff. Hence the rather beautiful Seven Secrets variant, just adorning the front of it. Obviously an homage to Akira, one of my favourite movies. So yeah, this week here's what we have. So first of all, this is a rather special one. This is The Goon #1. Now this is actually a signed and remarked by Eric Powell. So you can actually see a little sketch of the Goon there and signature. So I've been a big fan of the Goon for a long time, so that's quite a nice little piece. Onto the Marvel stuff. So we got Alien #5 this week. So Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador Larroca continuing their great exploration of the Alien franchise. Next up we have the Thor Annual. So this one, it's a little bit of a strange one because this is obviously part of the Infinite Fury or Infinite Destinies line that is essentially 8 different annuals coming together, which is Jed MacKay and Juan Ferreira on art. We also have a Thor-based story here as well, so I'm continuing with that. If you're on Thor, I don't know how essential it is. I mean, obviously the completionist in me will always want a Thor annual as part of the Thor run, but it's not written by Donny Cates and it doesn't fit into the normal storyline. But that doesn't mean it's not good. Next up we have Spider-Man Spider Shadow. So this is Chip Zdarsky, Pasquale Ferry. We're up to issue 4 of this. This got extended to a 5-issue miniseries and I have no problem with that. Sinister War #1 as well. So you have Nick Spencer on this. Also Mark Bagley on art. This is a Spider-Man event just kicking off. I believe it's only a 4-issue bad boy. One of the biggest releases this week is undoubtedly Moon Knight #1. So there's that man, Jed MacKay again. Absolutely stunning Steve McNiven cover there. We have got in a few different variants and stuff for this as well. So keep an eye for that in store. Some really cool ones, Zafino variants. We've got Gabriel Dell'Otto variants. There's a couple of different ones because really cool imagery. We have the next part of Extreme Carnage. This one is Extreme Carnage Phage. So this is Steve Orlando and Gerardo Sandoval on art. So that is the 8-part Extreme Carnage miniseries. Now we're on the indie, and holy crap, I have so much indie stuff this week. Now, if you're a follower of the channel or of the store, you'll have noticed that we chatted about how there was some miscommunication with Diamond US, Diamond UK last week, so very little indie titles arrived. So we got them all this week, so we did. So kick things off with Ascender. So this is the Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen follow-up to Descender, and it's one of my favourite series. I absolutely adore it, so I do. Then we have Beyond the Breach, which I don't know an awful lot about. It's a new Aftershock title. It's a brand new #1. It's written by Ed Brisson and art by Damien Cuchero, sorry. So new Aftershock #1. I'll always give anything a go when it comes indie-wise. We also have from Paul Tobin, this is Bunny Mask #2. So Paul Tobin, great horror writer, did a great series called Colder with the aforementioned Juan Ferreira. With this one, he's working with Andrea Muti, who was the artist on Maniac of New York. So I thought the first issue of that was sufficiently creepy. Canto is back, baby. Canto 3 Lionhearted, so we're back to the dream team of David M. Boer and Drew Zucker. Canto, of course, recently optioned for an animated movie. I think this is a franchise that's only going to get bigger. This is a brand new one. There was a wee mini-series before this called City of Giants, which we've still got 1, 2, and 3 in store of. We basically ordered big on this title because I have a lot of faith in it, and also I think it's a great title. A, all ages. B, just it's a brilliantly put together comic, but C, there's a little bit of potential in this as well. Next up we have Chew. So this is the start of the 2nd arc of John Layman and Dan Boltwood's prequel / side story to Chew, C-H-E-W. This is Chew, C-H-U. So looking forward to that. Any week with New Deadly Class is always a great week. So we're up to issue 47, Rick Remender and Wes Craig's masterpiece. Can't say it enough. If you're not on Deadly Class, get caught up. Get reading those trades. Pick up the hard covers, whatever. Just whatever you have to do. One of the best examples of comics today. Speaking of one of the best examples of comics today, we're up to number 18 of Die. So Kieran Gillen, Stephanie Hans, issue 18, 20 is going to be the end of this. So we're rattling through this now and we're approaching the end point. This has been a cracking wee series so far, Eve. This is your end of the world story, but it's an end of the world story where the survivor is a teenage girl. This is written by Victor Laval, art by Joe Guillaume. And this has been great so far. Boom series, I think it's only 5 issues. So that's issue 3. Nice little homage cover here. This is cover A though, but this is Haha. So this is issue 6. This is the last issue of this mini-series. Written by W. Maxwell Prince, and art this one is by Martin Morazzo, who's the artist on Ice Cream Man, and that's a lovely little homage to the cover of Ice Cream Man #1. Next up we have Home. I've been really enjoying this. This is the one all about asylum seekers trying to get across the border, families getting separated, very real world issues, but they've injected it with some cool superpower type stuff as well. So it's been a really cool wee miniseries from Image. Shouldn't be too far away on trade on that one. Homesick Pilots next up, number 7. I think Stephen put this one really well. This is haunted house stuff. This is, you know, punk rock aesthetic. This is some really good stuff in general being put into this. The first trade is available, so if you fancy something a little different along those lines, jump in. Next up is Jupiter's Legacy Requiem. We're up to issue 2 of this. So Mark Miller, Tommy Lee Edwards. I must admit I haven't read issue 1, but it's always nice when you have a couple of issues to read back to back. Philadelphia. No explanation necessary at this point. You know, we've chatted with the creators of this on the podcast. We're big fans. You know, there's a reason they've put on here nominated for Best New Series at the Eisner Awards. So we're up to issue 15 of that. So great stuff. Next up we have Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. So this is Garth Ennis and Goran Zuzoukas. Great time hopping, doesn't take itself too seriously, great sense of humour, a lot of fun, just pure escapism in comics. And again, this is AWA Studios, who's, you know, we consistently talk about the merits of, as is this one, which is Moths, which is issue 2 of 6. And this is J. Michael Straczynski and Mike Choi. This is set within that Resistance universe. One of my favourite indie titles this year has a new issue this week. So we have Radiant Black. We're up to issue 6 of this. I believe this is the culmination of the first arc. So this is Kyle Higgins. I see they've got some fill-in artists for this, which is Darko Lafuente. There was the fill-in artist in issue 5 as well, and the aesthetic wasn't too different. So Radiant Black continues to be great. Top of my pile for reading this week, based on the insane cliffhanger that they put at the end of issue 9, is 7 Secrets. So we're on to issue 10 now. Tom Taylor, Daniel Dinaculo, another title that I consistently push in store. The first trade is available, one of the best comics going around, and I've said it a few times to a few different people. Even in this era of Once and Future and Something's Killing the Children, I think this is Boom's best comic. So we have that. Next up is Shadecraft, which is from the team of Lee Garbey. Not Lee Henderson, Joe Henderson and Lee Garbey. So this has been great as well. This is the whole, you know, exploration of being afraid of your own shadow, but it took a bit of a turn in the last issue, which was really interesting as well. Next up, issue 4 of Michael Walsh's horror anthology series, which of course recently got promoted to an ongoing. This one is written by Jeff Lemire. So every issue is a one-shot. You can jump into Silver Coin anytime. If you're a horror fan, highly recommend doing so. 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. This is issue 2. This was a pick of the week on our podcast a few weeks ago. Absolutely excellent first issue from Kyle Starks and Chris Schweizer. Brilliant stuff. You know, an 80s action icon is murdered, and the 6 main suspects are previous sidekicks from different movies and TV projects, because he basically treated them like crap the whole time. Really great series, that. Skybound X, we're up to issue 3 of this, so we're continuing on with the Rick Grimes 2000 storyline, of course. But we also have some stories in this from Murder Falcon, Assassination, and Science Dog, which should please you Invincible fans. Another new #1 this week, which is Image Top Cow. This is Siphon #1. I remember this being solicited quite some time ago, so I can't really remember an awful lot about it. But again, Image #1, I'm going to give it a go. One title I know plenty about and has been uniformly excellent so far is Declan Shelby and Roy McConville and Joe O'Halloran's Time Before Time. Brilliant stuff. Loving this. Looper meets Saga, as they say, and it's just been superb so far. So Time Before Time up to issue 3. We have Undiscovered Country, number 14. So we're moving into a different era of Undiscovered Country and starting to embrace the superhero type stuff. Obviously, Scott Snyder, Charles Soule continuing with this, and Giuseppe Camuncoli on art. This is a big one. So, Walking Dead, number 19. If you're a Walking Dead fan, you know what issue 19 means. Obviously, this is Walking Dead Deluxe. This is the colorized version of Walking Dead. But as you can guess from the cover, this is the first appearance of Michonne. When it comes to original Walking Dead issues, this is probably the third most valuable. Issue 1's the most valuable. Issue 2 is the second most valuable. And then it jumps to 19, first Michonne. So, I've just been loving Walking Dead Deluxe. I've been really enjoying rediscovering that title because it's so bloody good. I like DC Week this week. It seems to be another case of some titles didn't ship to this side of the world this week. So, for example, I know new Nightwing was due this week. New Justice League was due this week. Those are two of the ones that didn't arrive, unfortunately. But we do have a couple of good ones. We do have Superman and the Authority. So, this is brand new, number 1 of a 4-issue miniseries. Grant Morrison on art, Grant Morrison on writing, Mikel Janin on art, and Jordi Belair on colours. You know, you're clashing Superman, the Authority. What more do you need there? Speaking of Superman, we also have Superman Red and Blue. So I said to everybody, this is my favourite anthology on the shelves at the moment, even more so than Batman Black and White, or, you know, the Marvel Black, White and Bloods, that kind of thing. I've just been really, really enjoying Superman Red and Blue. So issue 5 of that. And then one last single issue to finish with, which is Blue and Gold. So this is a new team-up mini-series. Dan Jurgens writing, so comic royalty right there. Rand Sook on art. Blue and Gold is, of course, Mr. Gold, Blue Beetle. What more do you need? I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think I might be a wee bit of a sleeper hit, that one. And then just to throw out one last thing on my pull list is Fantastic Four. So this is the Mighty Marvel Masterworks. I'm collecting these from the start. This is essentially reprinting all of that original material, all of those original issues. We had Amazing Spider-Man already. Now we're on the Fantastic Four. So first 10 issues coming at you there. So yeah, that is pretty much my pull list this week. I didn't mention actually the McFarlane figure Superman from Death Metal as well, because I needed that 4th one so I could make the Dark Father as part of the Connecta figure. I say make that figure. I mean, they never come out of the box. Comic and, you know, figure collecting is weird. But anyway, that's my pull list for the week. Again, all those titles will be available in store. Anything catches your eye, give us a buzz and let us know. But until then, I hope to see you guys in store from tomorrow. New comic book day being Wednesday, the 21st of July, as I say. I look forward to seeing you in store. Pull lists are all ready to go. Look forward to it. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope this proved useful. And I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take it easy.